What's going on, everybody? It is the post-game reaction show for the Heat Ratio Sports Network. So this looks a little different. We got some different faces, some people that's not all on here, but we got my man Al on here. So we know he gonna come with the heat.
Hey,
So what's going on, everybody?
hey.
Yeah, I'm just sharing a little bit, and then we gonna get to it because I got. Whew.
I see that. Well, I'm gonna start with you, Carm. Like, how you feeling tonight? I know our boys took an L tonight. I know he's feeling kind of down, but what's good? How you feeling?
Sixers took the L. I mean, I feel like this game, they played well for not having Embiid. They competed pretty well, but at the same time, they didn't play up to their potential, obviously. Down the stretch, we missed a lot of open shots. I think Tobias got really cold in the fourth going into OT. He just couldn't make nothing. They just looked kind of fatigued. Seth got hurt. I just feel like we just gave them the game back. Like we had the game, we're dominating, and then our defense kind of slacked up. We started missing everything, and then we just kind of gave the game to them because we had open shots. It's just we weren't making them. Shots that we usually would make. So I don't know if we got tired or, we was hype off that win last night and thought tonight was going to be whatever, but we definitely could have won this game, but we didn't.
Yeah. I mean, I feel with you. I'm going to let Al, I was going to go ahead. You want me to let you go last because I feel like you got a lot to say. You want me to go ahead and get my little thought out?
Adam, stop it. This wasn't a terrible loss, dude. We didn't have Embiid. They were fully healthy. Don't let me get started, Adam. It was not a terrible loss. So stop it. All right. So let me start off from the beginning.
All right.
We played very well. We played very well. We gave it everything we had. We were fatigued. It is what it was. It is. We're back-to-back games. We're fatigued.
Yeah.
You can see it on everybody's faces.
Al, you freezing up.
We lost Al, I think.
Well, I'm gonna continue to with Al's point. I know he's gonna say, "Well, I think I do." Basically, we played well in that first half, and like I said, in the second half, we just got tired, started missing open shots. Defense started lacking, and then Giannis just kind of got hot when he needed to. When the right time came, Giannis got hot, and we didn't stop him. So I think everyone was just beat. Ben was on Giannis the whole night, and he was tired. Giannis did. It was a very physical game. They was down in the block, hitting each other, getting a little, rough and rumbling down there, whatever they were doing. It got a little feisty. And I'm gonna let Al talk about the ending because Al was tight and so was I. So Al got that. I'm not gonna reveal it.
Yeah, y'all got it. Please go ahead, Al. Tell these people what you mad about.
Dude, I wasn't mad about the loss. I'm okay with the loss. We gave it everything we had, but Giannis and his punk ass sitting on our middle of our court. That is a problem for me. That is a serious problem. What did you?
Oh man, I think we're gonna. Al is buffering. Let me take over for Al real quick. So Al is upset. Al is upset. Yeah, Al is basically upset because of Giannis sitting in the middle of the floor. And I'm a Steelers fan. So I know all about players doing things disrespectful to other people's courts and fields because Juju Smith-Schuster used to love to dance in front of everybody's middle of the field until they got him caught up and they got punished. So I am a big proponent. I don't see the bigger problem with him doing it. I mean, it's not like he was dancing, but he just, he did his own thing. And I'm gonna answer Vinny's thing real quick. Vinny said we learned nothing from this game.
God,
In order for the Sixers to go from good to great, they still need to make a move or two. And yeah, they need to make a move. I'm just saying, like I said, the back-to-back games, you don't have your MVP. This would have been an easily winnable game with Joel Embiid. This is probably a blowout, like it was going to be anyway. But this will be a blowout with Joel. Joel causes a lot of matchup problems because Lopez can't play him, and my man definitely can't play him. Giannis, the one that everybody keeps talking about, is the best thing since sliced bread, but he can't play him either. So that's just where I'm at with it. I don't see it like that. The loss is telling. Tobias 19, Ben 13, not enough. This is Tony.
I mean, here's the thing. If you look at this game, you can talk about how Ben did not score enough. Like him being like our number 3, number 2 guy, whatever he is for us besides Joel, he didn't score enough. I agree. Ben should have been more aggressive. He's just been looking for his own shots. I understand he goes to pass first, but in these moments and Joel's not there, he has to be more aggressive. And Tobias had open shots and shots that he usually makes, he was just missing. So in terms of this game tonight, it looks like the Sixers need another piece. Now, if everyone's playing at their potential, I don't think they need another piece. But when they're not playing at their potential, we're missing people, then yeah, we need another person.
Froze again. Jeez.
For sure. That was a problem. Yeah, for sure. So, I mean, would it hurt? Would it hurt for us to get another piece? Say like a Zach LaVine, say somebody like, even like a PJ Tucker, someone that can maybe give us some more that hurt us. You can't get more offense, but what are you losing? Now, if we're giving up defense, that's a bigger problem. I wouldn't want to do that. So I think if everyone plays at a medium level, not their best, I think we're good.
All right, Al, get Tony now. Let go at him. Get him.
What did he say?
Excuses. Tony.
Tony's saying that the excuses. I guess he's feeling some type of way. He got Bucks Nation checking in. Thanks, Bucks Nation for checking in.
How much more do you?
We're losing him.
Al, what's up with your Wi-Fi, baby boy? I get that.
Al was being to them people at Comcast, and they say, hey, you got to get him up out of here.
Hey, listen, so your opinion is we don't need something. We're good.
It's not that. My opinion is like we do this after a loss, but nobody was saying we needed no pieces yesterday. Like that was the thing. Like we was just fine with the bench playing the way they played yesterday. Like everybody keeps saying that. Oh, we need more pieces. We need this. We need that. And then you mentioned PJ Tucker. PJ Tucker is going to the Bucks now, and PJ Tucker is, from what I've seen today, PJ Tucker can't help them all that much. The issues that they have are the issues. We got Black Nation checking in again here. You guys dropped this L.
Someone said Mike Scott.
Oh, where did he come from?
Tired B2B.
Where the Buck Nation come from?
He's just checking in. I guess he just probably see the show and probably checking in.
That's all right. So Buck Nation, are you proud of you proud of your win without the? Are you? I want that answer. Post that. Tell me you're patting yourselves on the back for winning without it and matter of fact, Steph Curry, and y'all had a full team.
And
we still took y'all to overtime.
So Tony wants you to get Fios, Al. He wants you to get Fios, which you should. I told you to get Fios. Stop being mean to them Comcast people. And second of all, we need to Tony come on to the show, bro. Come on, it's a family affair. It ain't right without having you on here, man. Bring your Colts hat and come on. You know,
I wonder if I could give of what I was going to say without getting cut off. Every time I start to talk, it cut me off.
You've been mean to them people.
That's right. Was sitting in the middle of our court. You still got me?
Man, we barely got you.
You breaking up.
Try to restart your computer and come back. How about that?
The Sixers need pieces. Okay, so my question is, the Sixers need pieces. So who is the piece that we need, everybody? Please tell us who y'all think the Sixers need. Who do they need? Pieces. Who's the piece? I want to know who is the actual reality piece. Someone that we can get right now that will help the Sixers. Who is the piece? Someone tell me.
What's crazy is there was no peace talk yesterday. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I watched 5 or 6 different Philly shows, and I watched national shows as well. And it was the same thing. It was nobody talking about no extra pieces being needed. It was just, the Sixers are playing, their bench is playing amazing. Like, you can't have it both ways. You can't have the bench when you want the bench to be okay, and then when the bench is tired because they don't play that much, then be mad because they gave up a loss to the number 3 team in the league. Well, not in the league, but in the Eastern Conference. Like, here we go. That's what we wanted right here.
A win is a win. A win.
Here we go.
You guys are killing me, man.
There we go, the boss man right here.
Listen,
meet you in the virtual flesh. Hi.
Oh my God! Listen, I wanted a break. That's all I wanted. I wanted a break tonight. I was going to sit back. Al finally, listen. I'm going to sit back and you guys are absolutely killing me.
Let's go, Jigs.
Listen to Vinny. Me and Vinny been on the same page. We've been saying we need pieces for 2 months, right? This is the whole problem. I didn't say I was happy with the bench. Vinny didn't say he was happy with the bench. These are the games you have to win, and these are the games that prove my point that we don't have enough to compete. We don't have enough. People need to get out of this dream world. Al, I know you're shaking your head. You got to get out of the dream world because what did I tell you? When you play teams that matter, Korkmaz ain't good enough. Seth Curry ain't good enough. Danny Green ain't good enough. When you go 1-2 against the Brooklyn Nets, okay, because that's what this is all about. Get all the other teams out. They don't matter. It's the Sixers and the Nets. That is your piece. And if you're not on par with that team, well, then you need to get better. So I don't understand what the big problem is here.
You can't use this game as a measuring stick when we short-handed.
Wait, whoa, come on.
We're not. If Steph would have played the whole rest of the quarter, then the rest of the quarter and overtime, then you could even give me a better excuse. But you out without Steph and Embiid, and you're using this as a gauge. That's not a gauge.
So Seth is an MVP now? Steph is a replaceable part. Here's a problem. You have one MVP.
Let Middleton go out for them, and then tell me what you can say to them.
Okay, listen. You have one MVP. So again, when you go up against the Toronto Raptors and Nick Nurse plays small against Joel Embiid, can they beat them? No, they can't. Because right? Come on, let's face it. So the problem is when you have one guy who could score 40 and another team that has 3 guys that can score 40, you're already behind the 8 ball. Because guess what? When that defense shuts down Joel Embiid and he only gives you 25, who's stepping up? What Tobias have tonight? 19. What did Ben have? 13. And what have I heard? This is the number 3 team in the East. So, yeah, this is a measuring stick. This is a team that you have to beat, right? This isn't Cleveland. This isn't a bad team. This is a good team. And Jamar, I agree with you. I don't like Giannis. I can't stand him. He's way overrated. Ben shoots better than Giannis, for Christ's sake. I never understood the whole Giannis thing. So I agree with you on that. But, Al, we need to get better. I'm sorry. We need to get better.
Hold on. Let me jump in here real quick. Because I know y'all about to go at each other. So I just need to go ahead and get this out real quick.
My voice hurts now.
I know, because you about to.
I was going to take a damn break tonight.
Here we go.
Like sitting here in awe. I'm like, oh, crap.
Yo, so here's what happens. It's not the fact that you guys say we need extra pieces. It's not the pieces part of this that we are talking about. But I'm with Al. The ESPN guy is saying this is a marquee win for the Bucks. How is this a marquee win?
Wait a minute. Why is it a marquee win? Wait a minute. Where are the standings? Where are the Sixers?
Let me ask you a question.
No. That's not the same.
Let me ask you a question. And if Giannis didn't play, right, and he was hurt, would you consider that a marquee win that we beat the Bucks? No. You would say we beat the Bucks, but we beat them without Giannis. That's what you say.
That's what I would say.
Why is it a marquee win for them?
Absolutely. Because they're below us.
Nah, that's not. They don't work that way, Tom.
Listen, hold on. We cannot play the narrative that we're the first place team in the East, and everybody got to catch us. Everybody got to catch up. Look at the standings where we're at. But now we're going to play the other narrative and say it's okay. No, you can't flip flop. Either you have to stick to your point. The point is we're in first place and everybody has to catch us. Well, the problem is we play down to competition because without Joel Embiid, we have nothing. We need more. You know
what I would have liked to say?
But who is more?
That's the problem. We're not going to get it. We're not going to get it. We need a Zach LaVine. We need a Bradley Beal. We're not going to get them. Unfortunately,
I would have liked to see this game played if it wasn't a back-to-back. That's what I would have liked to see. Then I would have measured because you've seen the
win back to back.
Tony, you
win back to back.
Right. Tony, you've seen the fatigue in Tobias' jump shot. He doesn't miss. He missed like 3 shots that he don't miss, but he missed them because he was fatigued. You've seen everybody was fatigued.
I don't think he missed them because he was fatigued. I don't think that. I think
Ben doesn't even get tired.
He missed that because that team is dysfunctional when they have to go through somebody besides Joel Embiid. They were running the offense through Korkmaz in the overtime. Korkmaz, are you friggin' kidding me?
Because
That's
Tobias
who you're running your
couldn't
offense
make
through.
Because Tobias couldn't make anything. This next man up. Who's next? Who?
Right.
Ben?
Nobody.
But that's what I'm saying. So
Oh,
they gave
whoa,
him
whoa,
his thing.
whoa.
But Korkmaz
Hold
put
on.
the overtime. So it's, in the end, it's like, okay, he's the high hand. Go with the high hand. And that's
Hold
who
on, y'all.
Korkmaz was at that time.
Are we gonna sit here and really discuss? I mean, I gotta go.
I can agree to a certain extent that maybe
Who's
we
this
do
guy?
somebody else.
Yo.
But who are we getting? Tony, who are we giving away? And who are we getting? Who are we giving away?
Listen,
and who are we getting?
We can't get anybody. That's the problem. Right? That's the problem. We have what we have. We're not good. Listen, PJ Tucker, who the hell cares about PJ Tucker? Seriously, that's not doing nothing for us. What's that doing? That's not
it's a piece. It is a piece.
But we need a real piece. We need a real.
I don't know if we can get a real piece. That's the problem.
Agree. I don't think we can either. I don't. So unfortunately, I think we're here where we're at. Right. I mean, and we just got to hope for the best. And I just don't think it's enough firepower when you go against Brooklyn. And I keep talking because that's where your measuring stick is.
Brooklyn is the measuring stick, but the Bucks goddamn sure ain't.
I didn't say they were.
The measuring stick.
I didn't say they were.
I ain't even a little bit scared of the Bucks.
I was never scared of the Bucks.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
That's why I say you should have won tonight.
Right.
Listen, you don't. It doesn't matter that you did not win tonight because the Bucks took a team without their MVP to overtime.
That's such an excuse.
No, it's not an excuse.
It is an excuse.
How many points would Joel Embiid score tonight?
Listen, wait, hold on for a second. Let's back up 2 nights ago. Everybody on Twitter and everybody in Sixerland was all talking about, oh my God, look, we won without Joel Embiid. Look how good we are without our MVP. But now tonight, the excuse
you can't go too high, too low. You can't go too high and too low.
You got to pick one. Pick one and stay there.
Well, what did you say last night?
What do you mean it had nothing to do with fatigue, Vinny? You didn't watch? Did you watch the game?
Thank you,
can see
Vinny.
the whole fourth quarter that there was fatigue.
These are grown men getting paid millions of dollars, man. Listen, no. I'm so tired with the back-to-backs. Get up.
Back-to-backs matter.
That was the worst shooting game I've ever seen.
Regardless of a back-to-back, they definitely should have won this game as a statement. Yes. Like, we're number one. Let's go. Giannis or not. Like, we're that kind of team. But they just didn't show up when they needed to. I mean, they were missing open shots. Just think about the whole play of the game. They missed so many open opportunity shots. Their defense started to go off in the third quarter. Like, they just gave them the game. If they didn't give them the game, we could have won this game. We could have won this game.
Somebody say earlier that this was an awful loss. This is not an awful loss. This is just a loss.
Like it or not.
Before this game started, all 4 of us, give me a count on how many people thought we was going to win this game.
How many? I did.
Yeah, each one. You thought Tony, you thought we was going to win this game tonight.
I don't like the Bucks. I don't think they're very good.
I'm not a big Giannis fan, so I was like, we're going to win.
But you were up 14. Right?
Yes.
So that's why this is a terrible loss. And hold on, real fast, Mr. Bucks, whoever the hell Bucks Nation is, just listen for 1 second. I'm still a Sixers fan. You see behind me, you see on my wall, okay? So I still will back my Sixers. The Bucks suck ass, dude. Seriously, they're not going anywhere. Okay, you have the same problem as us. You have Giannis and a bunch of others. Drew Holiday's not picking you up. Chris Middleton's not picking you up. Lopez ain't picking you up. So stop it. So enjoy your win tonight. Because this is a conversation about the Sixers and the Nets. The Bucks are nowhere even in our league when we're healthy.
He's a troll. He's a troll. I can tell he's a troll by the way he posted. He's not coming with facts. He's just saying little silly stuff to try to pump us up.
I'm about to point. All right, guys. I'm about to
bring some facts to the table.
So, Mal. Exactly.
Say something with some validity behind it before you just say, oh, y'all trash, y'all garbage, we won. I mean, come on. You got anything else in there except for the little
Hold on, bro. Hold on. Wait a minute. We got a comment. Vinny thinks that Bucks Nation is Jenna.
Vinny, you really believe that?
Hey, Vinny been spot on, man. I like Vinny.
Wow, that would be very disappointing if that is Jenna. That would be very disappointing.
Jay, didn't you tell me she's like 2 people? Like she's like 2 other people or something?
She's like 3 people, man. I don't know who she is. She's, like I'm JD Oracle and Jamar, and then Tony's Jigsaw and Tony. But like this is Jenna / Bosa 97 /
Michael Joe, hit that subscribe button for us.
Michael Joe is wild in here. Yeah, yo, Michael Joe is getting.
That's my man. That's my man. Mike's a big supporter.
Yeah,
okay.
He's a real person too. Just so we know, like real person.
Okay.
Real
He always
I've never seen him before, but it does.
Who is Jenna? Bucks Nation, you know who you are.
You're Jenna.
Why you don't have a face?
So wait, Al. So ask Mr. Bucks Nation what he would do if Joel Embiid sat down on his Bucks logo in Milwaukee. You know what I'm saying? Because I agree with you.
Oh, I didn't. My internet went bad on me. I didn't even get that. Somebody should have said. I don't care if you stood over top of them. I don't care if you say something. Don't let this clown sit in the middle of our court and you not say anything. That's total violation on our court.
Yep.
Howard, Scott should have came off the bench. Somebody got to say something. I said the same thing. That's exactly like T.O. going to the middle of the dollar star and they hit him off the star and they almost caused a fight.
Where was Mike Scott? Al, they gave no F's, 0. They literally hugged him at the end of the game like, Giannis, great game. Like, they just
that's a problem. That's a problem.
They didn't care. Where was the pride? Like, we just lost and we could have won and Giannis sat in our logo. Let's hug him and say, great game. Let's do that.
He took it like a joke. Like, yeah, I made that. Yeah, y'all nothing. Like, that just pissed me off.
At the end of his interview, Giannis like, I'm just out here having fun. I feel like I wasn't having fun, but now I was having fun. I'm like, what?
Well, because you get your ass kicked the whole game. That's why.
What are you talking about having fun?
Every time Ben was on him, Ben shut him down. Ben didn't let him do anything. And that's what I always said about Giannis. If you can body him up, he's not going to do anything. He can't.
Al got it.
Listen, Al was mean to them Comcast people.
Someone said, "Where's Mike Scott?" Mike Scott should have been like how he was at that Redskins game, ready to.
Yes, in the tailgate, man. Let's go.
The tailgate, ready to box.
Listen, I'm okay with that. I'm okay. Listen, Mike Scott shouldn't shoot another 3 for the rest of the year. Him dude was 0 for 6 from the 3-point line. It was ridiculous.
But we're good, man. We're good. We're good the way we are.
Tony, why are you screwing my words up, man?
Why you want
to He's being sarcastic, JD,
man.
He's being sarcastic.
I know, man. Hey, Tony like to poke and prod at me, man.
I'm just saying. You can't flip flop, man. You gotta stay. You gotta stay one way. You gotta stay one way, man.
Listen, it's not Mike Scott wouldn't be the guy that I would love to keep. Like, I would love to keep Thibault. I don't want to get rid of Thibault. Everybody keeps talking about trade packages with Thibault in it, and I don't know why.
Mike Scott, you taking the good with the bad. I mean, he's hot one night and then he could be off and do these type of games. It is what it is, dude.
You can't rely on Mike Scott, man. That's what it's all about.
He's not going to be in a rotation anyway in the playoffs.
Right.
R. Crawford says, I see Jenna ICU showing up as Buck Nation after Celtics lost tonight.
The Celtics lost again?
Dang.
Did they?
Yo, check out Vinny. Vinny say Oladipo and Aldridge coming. It coming. Listen, I mean, you got Al knows. I brought it up on Half Court Heat. I brought it off last night with Farzetta. Like, LaMarcus Aldridge needs to be here. My opinion. That's the first call you make. You got a big guy. But listen, you have a big guy right now who has a hyperextended knee that you damn well know it's not just going to be 2 weeks, okay? It's going to be at least 4. Jamar, you know all about ACLs, right? I know it's hyperextension. It's a bone bruise. I want to call it. You need to solidify your big man down low. And no disrespect to Tony Bradley.
Yes,
okay?
He did.
No disrespect, okay? Tony Bradley, whatever. He had a cup of coffee. He is who he is. He can go back to being a water boy for all I care. All I know is you have Dwight Howard at the worst, right? At the worst, you have Dwight Howard, you have Aldridge, and you have Embiid. Now that's a nice threesome tandem when you're going into the playoffs. That's all I'm saying. You have to look at this. This is a big injury. I'm just saying it's a big injury.
But Aldridge didn't get bought out yet, so you got to wait for that to happen first before you because I'm damn sure not trading for him. So you just got to let him get the buyout and then get him as a free agent. I think we're going to make some moves, but this is definitely not. Oh my God, I can't believe we lost this game. It's not that. It's not that. I'm not really kind of didn't expect us to win because if they would have shot better from the three, then we wouldn't have been in that game anyway. They shot awful from the 3-point. It's a little bit them and a little bit of our defense that they shot bad from the three. They was launching threes like crazy and just missing them.
Yeah, they were.
So what do, right? So here's my issue, right? You got the Nets that score 124 points tonight. No KD. No Kyrie. Nobody talking about how they lost because they didn't have one of their better players, right? They had somebody to step up, which is obviously James Harden, which is the MVP himself. My point being, James Harden could be gone and it could have been Kyrie. Kyrie would have stepped up. If Kyrie was out, KD would have stepped up if he was healthy. They have three guys. We have one. I don't understand the blindness from everybody here.
Against the Bucks, they wouldn't have beat them. If Harden was by himself or Harden and
he was by himself.
No, but against who? Against Indiana?
So wait, so now all of a sudden we're wearing
Indiana.
What's wrong? So they don't have players in Indiana?
Indiana is in Milwaukee. And by the way,
what's Brooklyn's record over the past 10?
Milwaukee shot 23% from the 3-point line.
Oh,
23%. So you're trying to tell me if they would have shot, let's even say 32%, or let's say 35%, then we might have got close to blown out if they would have started, if they was hitting those threes like they normally do. So we were in the game the whole time. So I'm not upset with the loss, but you got to take the good with the bad. We won 6 straight. All right, we lost this one. Now let's come back and let's get back on track.
It's not. I don't think it's that. I think it's more of the way we lost. I completely agree. You win 6 straight. You're going to listen. You're not going to go perfect. I get it, but it's the way you lose. It is what bothers me.
Hold on, Tom. Hold on. Listen, guys. Y'all mad about it? They fought. Like Korkmaz hit a 3 to take us to overtime.
Right.
Come on, they fought,
but they weren't good enough.
How many times are you going to win?
No, now we got a bigger problem because now how long is Steph out? I mean, that's another issue on top of. And now Steph could be out. And last time he sprained his ankle, he was out for like 2 weeks. That's another problem.
What was that last comment, Jay? When we had a 15-point lead in the third, didn't we all think they were going to let the game slip away? I did. I definitely did.
I know it was going to happen.
They get a lead and they blow it. That's what they do.
Yeah, I knew they were. I knew the Bucks aren't trash. They just not good enough. They're not trash. I knew they were going to come back in the game, and I knew as horrible as they shot in the first half, they weren't going to shoot that bad in the second half.
So, Al, let me ask you this. So, don't you think the Bucks have the same issues the Sixers have? So if you look at the Bucks, their offense is centered around one guy. That's Giannis. And you've seen what happened tonight in the first half. When Giannis wasn't hitting, the team wasn't hitting. Drew Holiday and Chris Middleton are not enough for Milwaukee, just like Ben and Tobias aren't enough for this team. It's the same kind of issue. And what I mean by that is they can't pick them up. You're asking Toby to give you 30 plus. He can't do it.
I think he would have played better if this wasn't a back-to-back. I think the back-to-back scenario hurt us winning this game. If we wasn't back-to-back, I think we'd have won this game. And 1,000%, if Embiid would have played this game, we'd have won. It wouldn't even have been close because he would have dominated the Bucks and we would have just won this game. And it wouldn't have mattered back-to-back.
Was a problem, but it shouldn't be a problem just because we were home court. We were home back to back. Like it was like home and away, or like it was or 2 away. It was home game.
But it's not Indiana. It's not Indiana or Toronto. It's Milwaukee because they are good. They're not going to win the East. That's all I'm saying. They're not trash. They're just not what everybody thinks they are.
Tell Rick.
I don't have an issue with Rick.
Pointer to just get us.
Listen, Listen, it's
In
not the fact that
quotations, just.
Without
no.
Seth and
Listen,
without Embiid, though.
how are
Why
y'all
is everybody
saying?
just because the players is out that they don't? So what? They were out. We should have won anyway. What do you mean? We're not
What do
playing Charlotte.
I know. Wait a minute. Why are y'all saying stuff like, okay, Harden's winning without his players, or Harden's doing this, and somebody's stepping up to win those games, but y'all not saying the same thing when we win with our bench? Like it's the same thing.
We're not. Wait, what?
Our bench won yesterday. Our bench won yesterday. That was our bench.
Yeah,
Our
Okay.
bench won yesterday. And I heard nothing. No Twitter talk from
We played
nobody.
the Knicks, though. We
It
played
don't
the
matter.
Knicks. They're better. They're better, but they're not
You just
Milwaukee.
told Brooklyn played Indiana. Who's Indiana? So now we're talking about a win against the Nets.
Indiana is not.
But you're saying, but my thing is, everybody's saying that somebody's stepping up to win those games. And if somebody's stepping up, regardless of who it is, somebody's got to step up. Korkmaz was the guy today that stepped up. If we would have won that game, we would have been praising Korkmaz. Oh, Korkmaz this, Korkmaz that. But we didn't.
You know what? I would have still came on tomorrow and said we don't have enough. Wouldn't have mattered.
But you've been saying that for months.
Stay the same. Wouldn't matter. Win or lose, that's my issue. It doesn't matter right now. Until we change the makeup of this team, it's not going to. We're only going to be just good enough. We're going to be a double bounce Kawhi Leonard shot away from getting to the NBA Finals. And guess what? It's not good enough. It's finals or bust. If you can't get there, then we need to move on.
So Tony, are we giving up Ben?
No.
I would give up Ben in a right deal. You know, no, in the right deal. Right?
Never in the right deal, dude. I don't know what more
it's just hold on for a second. You have to hear me out because I don't just throw shit up against the wall. I have a deep passion on why I think.
Right, give me the right deal. Give me the right deal.
But Ben is limited, right? Ben is not a superstar. Ben is a star. So if you have an opportunity to garner a superstar, you grab him. And what I mean by that is I don't know, what name you want to throw out there. Jason Tatum. Let's throw Jason Tatum out there. I'd give up Ben for Jason Tatum.
You had your chance to get Jason Tatum. So
I know we did, and I wanted him, and instead they took some scrub from Washington, who we're going to rename nameless, right? But at the end of the day, Jason Tatum is a better player and a better fit for this team. Because now he becomes a 30-point scoring option. Right? Ben Simmons will never be that guy. So right now you have Ben, who is a distributor to a team that lacks an offensive sniper besides Joel Embiid. So that's my point. You have to look at it logically, the way this team is built. Yes, we can run, we can play defense, but at the end, we can't put up $130 on a consistent basis.
We don't need to put up $130.
What?
We're not going to need to put up $130 to win, and I think we can hold. The Nets in a 7-game series. I think we can hold the Nets in between 110 and 120 every game. And if you can do that, then you can beat them. You can't give up 130, 140 to them. You can give up 110, 150.
I mean, honestly, Carb, do you see what I'm talking about? Honestly, do you see why I'm saying what I am?
I see.
I want to hear your point.
No, I see what you're saying, but truly, I am a Ben fan. Like, I will rep for Ben like all day long. Like,
I like Ben too.
Defensively, what he brings to the team, his vision. Like, I think Ben is great, so I always defend him. But in the sense of a Tatum, now I have a soft spot for Tatum. I wanted to take Tatum over.
Yes.
Word. I love Tatum. I'm sick to my stomach when I think about Tatum because I'm like, we could have. Tatum, like it makes me sick. But
what do you mean no way? Why not?
I'm a big Ben fan, but I get what you're saying because it's like as you're saying, as we get into this more and more, it's kind of like the proof just kind of comes out. Like you can't hide anymore. You know what I mean? And you're right. Like the weaknesses are just being exposed. But it's like I think we need to get to the playoffs and then we'll really see. Is Ben really going to work or he's not? It's finals or bust this year. So if it don't work this time, then it's just kind of like Ben probably is going to have to make moves because they're not getting rid of Joel. They're probably going to get rid of Ben. So it's just kind of like playoffs or bust, pretty much. Finals or bust. I
agree.
I still think he brings so much to our team. I would say let's trade some people off the bench to get that another star to go with Ben, Joel, Tobias, and someone else. I'd rather take that, keep Ben, and see what they just give Ben away. That's where I stand as of right now.
I completely agree with that. I do. I just don't think that it's attainable to get somebody with the bench pieces that we have that's going to help this team to that magnitude. I just don't think it's going to happen.
Who would we give away that someone would want to give us a star? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
and that's the thing. You play GM and you're on the other side. And you're like, okay, would I really want to take, Tyrese Maxey, Mike Scott, Tony friggin' Campbell, whatever the hell his name is, Tony Bradley, and 2 first-round picks, and it's like, no, I don't want that, right? So it's so hard to kind of parlay that into a good deal because I don't think it'll happen.
Here you go.
Let me answer Vinny here, because first of all, it's the playoffs. This is not run and gun. You strategize in the playoffs. You bear down and you have a strategy on how you're going to slow them down. It's not run and gun. Oh, we don't care how we're going to play defensively. You get a strategy and you're going to slow them. They're not going to score 130s, 140s in playoffs like they're doing right now. It's totally different in the playoffs. So it's called defense. You can keep them in that 110 to 120. You just have to play defense, and that has to be your main thing that you're thinking about first when you play them. But again, like I said in the Twitter earlier, I'm not worrying about the Nets right now. I got to get healthy, and now even more so I need to get healthy because now Seth is down. I'm not worrying about the Nets. Forget the Nets until we get to the playoffs and play them.
So with KD, did that go score less points?
No,
you just said we're not going to average 130. So they don't even have KD right now. So they're going to score less.
I think it's going to be totally different
in the playoffs.
When they have all three.
Listen,
and they got to share it. And they got to create. And then the right person has to take the shot. And they don't have to say, oh, no, I'm taking a shot. I need to see this. And I just read something on Twitter today that Nash just said he's going to be out another week.
Listen, real quick, because I know he breaking up. So let me take.
I got to get some technicians out to the crib like tomorrow.
He was mad at them people. He was mean to them people at Comcast. They shut him off. They said, "Man, we're gonna cut this dude off." No, but kind of the Al's point, man. Like I didn't say this a million times. The game constricts in the playoffs. Everybody knows it. That's why those Pistons teams were so good. They played like trash in the regular season, and then they would just jump all over you in the playoffs. They defensive minded, and those defensive minded teams always have a chance. And that's the one reason why I'm not panicking. I'm with Scotty. I'm not panicking because we play defense. Like,
I don't think the only thing about that point though, Jamar, is you're talking about a Detroit team that played in the late '80s and early '90s. It's a complete
no, not that team. No, the Ben
Wallace team, the Chauncey Billups team, the Rip Hamilton team, right? But it still was a different game back then. Right, this is a completely different game that we're talking about right now. A game that's run by guards, right? This is a guard playing atmosphere, and if you don't have the shooting guards, okay, if you don't have the shots from the outside, you're not going to be able to compete. Playoffs or not, man. I brought 2 months out.
I'll bring it back up.
Thanks, Scott. Thanks for the love and shut up. No.
That's funny, man. That's funny,
wow, bro.
Listen, I you know what? I'm not going to beat a dead horse. All I'm saying is I came into this year saying we didn't have enough. I'm still saying we didn't have enough. My stance hasn't changed, and all I know is Brooklyn keeps getting stronger, and they're going to continue to get stronger, and we're continuing to still try to play catch up, and we just can't catch them. When they bring Andre Drummond into the mix, and they have that center, and Blake, listen, they're only a game behind us, and they haven't even had a formidable starting five. Landry friggin' Shamet started tonight. Okay, think about it. Come on, man. We all have to wake up a little bit. I'm not panicking. I'm being realistic.
You sound panicked.
I'm not panicking because if I was panicking, I would have said we were going to go to the NBA Finals in the beginning of the year, and I'm panicking now. No, I already said I didn't think we were strong enough. Al and Andre tried to talk me off a ledge in the beginning of the year. It still didn't work, right? It still didn't work. Look, Vinny, the Sixers can't guard Kyrie or Harden and KD. We'll get Ben 26 on a bad night.
That's Kylie, like Jenner. So that must be a play on
playoffs. I don't care what you do in the regular season. Harden scored 40 a night And then when they get in the playoffs, it doesn't mean it. So I don't care about the regular season. The regular season don't mean anything. Show me that the Nets can do this in the playoffs. Then I'm scared of them. I'm not scared of the Nets right now. I don't care how many points they score. I don't care if they score 160 a night right now. It doesn't matter. Let's see what's going to happen in the playoffs. And let's see if KD even comes back.
This isn't Cleveland now. This isn't Cleveland. Be careful.
Huh?
This isn't Cleveland with your boy LeBron, who's going to beat the super team in Golden State. Okay, this is completely different, right? It's a completely different team. So, I mean, I respect everything you're saying. I just don't agree. That's all. I hope I'm wrong.
I need them to prove it to me. That's all. I need them to prove it to me, and then I'll be worried. Now, if they come out in the first round and they smoke whoever they play in the first round and they win every game by 20, then I'll be like, wow, that's a problem. But right now, I'm worrying about it.
They're going to smoke. They're going to play like the Knicks, dude, the first round.
They struggled with the Knicks yesterday. What was that? The game before that, they struggled with the Knicks. The Knicks took them to overtime. So,
yeah, man. Listen. I mean, I hope you're right, man. I do. I'm again. Al, you told me I'm tired of waiting. I'm typical Philly, but
I get it.
But the problem is that window, man. It's closing. You got a window, right? And you're only going to have Joel Embiid for X amount of time with that big stature, that big frame, with those kind of skills in a league that's run by guard play. You're going to have to be very careful. What do you got? 2, maybe 3 tops, prime years left. You have a window, and you got the Splash Brothers. They'll be back together next year, right? Well, I know you're not. Everybody's saying the West, but the Western Conference is unbelievable, right? Yeah. We need to worry about the West, and we're talking about NBA Finals. So we have to look at the
NBA Finals.
That's all. I mean, and so I'm worried about that window closing even more. That's all.
You know what? Real quick, I was just thinking this. It came to my mind. It might actually, Curry might make him make a move quicker because he know Curry's not coming back next game. He's going to be out more games, so now you're going to need 2 more bodies, unless he put the kid in and let him play more minutes.
He
could let Joe come in and see what he got, but this might make Morey press the button where he might have waited another week. He might say, all right, you know what? Let's go get this person. Let's go get that person. And you see Miami made a move. Now Milwaukee made a move. So they might be like, you know what? Let me just do it now instead.
He might.
All right. Who is okay? Real quick before we get off here, because I know we about at our cap. So for everybody, what is the move that you think gonna happen this week? I'll start with you, Tony. I'll go down to Carm, and then I'll let Al finish when he get unfrozen.
What move is going to happen this week?
What move will happen first? If there's any move that will happen, what's gonna happen first?
For the for anybody.
For the Sixers.
For the Sixers.
I don't care about anybody else.
Okay.
I think it's Al's boy. I think it's going to be a piece. I think it's going to be Wayne Ellington. I think the Ellington move happens this week. I think he's the guy that they're going to target as a bench piece, as a shooter. Comes in, has experience, can play the perimeter, having a pretty decent year, as a 6 guy playing in Detroit who stinks. But, obviously he'll be lifted up and be more spirited and more passionate playing here in a winning atmosphere. So he's not he's not going to take us over the top, obviously. But I think that's the kind of move that you see this week.
All right. What you got, Carm?
I mean, honestly, is something going to happen this week? I really don't know. Maybe nothing's going to happen this week for us. Maybe Morey's going to hold off until we kind of can just scope the scene and see what's really out there after everything kind of settles. Maybe nothing, in my opinion.
Maybe nothing. Al, what you got, man? What you got? What you think happening this week, man? Or what's going to happen?
Tomorrow will make 1 week away from the trade deadline. So it's no way he doesn't make a move. So the problem is now, what's the name is off the board because he just went to the Bucks. I'm starting to think that Houston does not want to do business with us. They're so annoyed with Morey that they have no interest in helping us at all because they were talking to Harden, but I don't think he ever really wanted to trade him here because he didn't want to do business with Morey. So I'm thinking I want Ellington, and then I want to try to find something. I gotta strategize and think of it in the next week who else I can get as a nice, like maybe a small that can shoot, a veteran that we can.
There he goes again.
Hey,
Man,
Mal.
go pay.
You're on the gong.
Man, go pay them people.
About Kyle
Go pay
Lowry.
them people.
About Kyle Lowry, Tony. We had this. What do you think about Kyle Lowry?
I love
Lowry's
Kyle
an
Lowry. I love Kyle.
That's what I'm saying.
Kyle's a Philly guy.
Yeah.
You're right. It'd be a great fairy tale Cinderella story. Him coming home in front of the crowd, right? But the problem is, at 35 years old, I don't know if I want to give up the pieces it'll take. Now, if we're able to orchestrate a trade that doesn't give up a ton of draft capital, I'm in, because it's going to be a 1-year rental, right? It's not, Kyle Lowry's not going to be here the following year. So, but I think that's I always wanted Kyle Lowry. I just don't think it's going to happen. I would love to have him on this team though.
Yeah.
So Lowry isn't available, but we already knew that.
Yeah, I don't think so.
With him. But so are we just off and not talking about the kid from Chicago now? Are we just not gonna?
But that's
It's not happening.
Who are we gonna give them for us to give them their first All-Star?
Right.
Exactly.
Not gonna give their he's an All-Star this year. There's no way we're giving him up for Scott or anybody else in the back.
I mean,
we want from us that they even if we said, all right, let's take Tobias for Levine. They don't want Tobias. Tobias is too old to trade a young player for. They have no interest in Tobias. And there's nothing else that we can offer. What, we going to give them 3 first-round picks? Maybe. I doubt it, though, because you can't do it for salary reasons. So you still would have to put in Danny Green and Scott and this and that. And they maybe might want like a Maxey. But I doubt it. I doubt it.
In my perfect world, I would have said Levine. I love Levine. Like, I would want him, no question. But I know it's just that's not happening.
So let me ask you guys this. So what if, right? And again,
here we go.
Talking to a couple guys that I know, it sounds like, Russell Westbrook has been dangled a little bit out there.
No.
Right? I'm not a Russ guy.
Yeah, I never was a Russ guy.
I'm not, because Russ is a all about me guy.
Yes.
He's a different culture kind of player.
Yes.
But taking that in consideration, if you thought that would be the guy to take you to the next stop, will you make a kind of move like that?
I'm gonna stop you there. It's a no-brainer. We're not taking Russ. Russ is because he is a curse. He's a curse. Everywhere he goes, it never works out.
What will happen the first we're in the playoffs, and the first time this idiot comes down and shoots a jump shot and Embiid got positioned down in the low post, and all he has to do is catch and lay it in. They will pull the hell out of him, and he will go back at them. It would be a total disaster. He's only worrying about his own shot.
Al, I look at your Eagle Green behind you, and we all said that about T.O. too. We all said T.O., just screw that. That dude's going to be a problem on the sideline. And then when he came, we wanted to throw a parade. T.O., T.O., T.O. We had T.O., 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 right? We were all T.O'd up, right? So all I'm saying is, listen, if the dude's going to take us over the freaking top, you got to look at it, man.
Another thing that you have to do, he makes like, what, 40 million?
Listen, I'm just throwing it. I'm just getting a little interest.
He said Oladipo. He said Oladipo is the guy.
Yeah, I never was an Oladipo fan though. I never liked his. He's all right. I don't. It's enough for me to do whatever we got to do to give. Who is he? Houston now. Whatever he has to do to give Houston. Again, while I don't look like they want to do business with Morey anyway. But let's just say we get him. Is he really going to put us over the top? And what do we got to give them to make them happy? I don't think he makes too much money.
You can't get blood from a turnip. Just remember that. You can't get blood from a turnip.
Well, remember he's coming off a horrific knee injury.
Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah.
Right? So he's definitely. But I'll give you one more name that I keep hearing out there, and I'd actually be interested in Buddy Hield. So Buddy Hield's another guy that could be available in Sacramento.
Yeah, but again, what do you got to give up?
Right. We don't know, right? It's funny, but I think I would roll the dice on Buddy Hield. I do, because he's a shooter. He's a shooter. Now, that's somebody we could use. Is he the guy, the Kyle Lowry move? Is he the, Zach? No, he's not. But
what does he make?
He makes some coin.
We can't get blood from a turnip though. Like that's what I'm trying to tell you.
You can't get blood from a turnip.
We cannot get blood from a turnip. And if we I don't want to get somebody that can't play defense. I think that the Sixers, they have to have a guy that can play D2. They got almost like a 3-and-D guy.
Yeah, but that's going to be your bench piece, right? So, you're probably going to add
24.
How much?
He makes 24.
He
signed that new deal last year. So he's making 24. So you had to do Danny Green at 15. Scott for another 3. I mean, you got to put a lot in to get. You're going to have to give up at least 4 players for him, and probably 3 draft picks. Which I don't care about the draft picks, but now you got to do your starter for Green, your kid on the bench, and Scott, and probably something else, and probably 2 other things just to get him.
Or you get a 3-way deal. You get a third partner in there, right? So
you could do that.
Get a buyout guy.
I love Buddy Hield, dude. I always like Buddy Hield.
I like him when he was at college.
But expensive.
Yeah, it's very expensive. I forgot he signed that new deal, $24 million.
Hey man, we never thought Moore would be able to get rid of Al Horford either. So
that's true,
right?
It's very true.
And we got rid of Al Horford.
I don't even know how to do a cartwheel, but when I seen him got rid of Al, I said, "Holy shit!"
Hey, it's like what's my man when he did that little thing on the commercial? My man, what is it? What commercial is it? When the dude is like, "Well," and it's like they make that noise every time the dude passes by. He's like, "Well," every time the guy passes by. I saw that. I was like, "Oh my god, they got rid of this dude."
Yeah, that was, and this people still upset that we got Danny Green. Oh, we got the dude. You have no idea what he had to do to get rid of that contract, and you're talking trash. We're going to walk away from Danny Green next year. Danny Green will not be on this team next year, and we got rid of Al Horford's salary. I mean, that's just beautiful job coming in. Didn't he do that like in the first 2 weeks of hire?
It was draft night. Draft night, man.
Crazy.
It was crazy.
They say anything is possible.
Yes.
I
mean, he's got a week in the day. Well, tonight, the rest of tonight, and then 1 week left. There's no way I don't see him doing something. It's just how much he can do with what we got. That's all. That's it.
Listen, at this point, Wayne Ellington's looking pretty good from what Tony
Nobody wants Ferguson. Ferguson was a throw-in when we got him in Al Horford.
We don't even have him anymore. We don't even have him anymore.
He was such a throw-in that it was a week later that we found out that he was even in the deal.
He's a money piece, man.
Where's Ferguson?
He's a money piece.
Apparently he's here.
Yeah, he's here. He's here. He played the other night.
Yeah, he's still here. Yeah, he's still here.
Yeah,
I could definitely see the kid. The kid, I could see the kid playing to when is our next game? I think Thursday or Friday. I can see the kid. Everybody want to see Joe. He's going to play now. We got to play Joe now.
Yeah.
We ain't had no other choice. We won't have any other guards coming off the bench. We see what Joe gives us.
Play the Razorback, baby. Play the Razorback. Let's go. I'm in.
Let's
go.
All
right, y'all. Well, we're gonna jump up off here for y'all. I know we didn't gave y'all stuff to laugh at, stuff to cry about with Tatum. Eric Carn's probably gonna cry herself to sleep tonight because of the Tatum deal.
I'm already know this.
I'm a car, man. I'm a car. I was dying over that. I still.
I still can't believe nobody said anything to him. I can't. Somebody better have said something in the post game.
No, they didn't, bro. Why are you so mad? They don't care that much.
Their pride is
That's a problem.
They gave him a hug at the end. They're fine.
Even Scott should have said something.
Because they're basketball players. They're different than football players. Exactly.
They almost beat Juju to death last time. They just like Juju. I'm a Steelers fan. I still am mad about it.
Because of football, it's just a different brethren, man. It's a different mindset. They don't deal with it that way. Basketball, they feel like they're just playing on a blacktop, playing NBA Jam half the time. You know what I mean? So they don't think of it like that. I honestly don't think so.
Put a poll up. Put a poll up and say that do you think you think there's anything wrong with what Giannis did? I want to see if people actually going to say something and say, "It's no big deal," or say like, "Hell yeah, that's a problem."
For you, Al, I'll put it up right into the show. I'll throw that.
Nah, not tonight. Do it tomorrow, fresh, because nobody might probably looking tomorrow. I mean tonight.
It's all right. Somebody got to look at something.
Yeah, that may be.
Yeah.
All right, man. All right, man. You guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the bell so you know when we going live. You want to have your input and watch us go interactive with you guys. Again, I'm JD Oracle. We got Tony Jigsaw Cotillo. We got my boy Al Griffin and my girl Carm. What's going on, Carm?
Carm is in the house.
You guys, until next time, deuces.
All right, y'all. Bye.